Hi guys, Miss Acton here. We're going writing with Miss Acton. We're going to be working on plural possessive nouns. So today we're going to talk about the word possessive. Moving a little bit further with those words that we're going to be working with. So we're going to be working with identifying many parts of speech, including possessive nouns that we see in sentences. So you're going to do that with Miss Acton, and then you're going to do it on your own in the Nearpod. And then we're going to be working with that same sentence that Harriet's plan was to use the Underground Railroad, a group of safe homes and hidden places to help slaves travel north to freedom. So you should have been exposed to that sentence yesterday, read through it at least 2 or 3 times with Miss Acton and on your own. So it should be pretty easy to pick out some of the things. So what you're going to be doing today, Miss Acton's going to model it for you, but what you're going to get ready to do in your Nearpod slide is you're going to draw a line from these 3 categories to a word that matches it. So you're going to find a proper noun somewhere in the sentence, a regular noun somewhere in the sentence, and a verb somewhere in the sentence. So I'm going to go to the Jamboard. Oh, not so long. I'm going to go to a Jamboard to do that with you. So yesterday, we did some noticings, and Miss Acton said that she noticed a comma in the sentence, which is this little bitty symbol right down there. Miss Acton also said that she noticed a capital letter at the beginning of the Underground in the word Underground Railroad. In the Underground Railroad, the R is actually capitalized too. I also noticed that there was punctuation at the end of the sentence. And then I asked you to go and notice 3 things about the sentence. So there were 2 things that I absolutely wanted you to notice. And I think I kind of hinted it a little bit in the video. So the one thing that I really wanted you to notice was this thing right here, which is an apostrophe. And I know that Miss Acton has talked to you guys about apostrophe. It's a hard word. Has it talked to you guys about apostrophes and when we use contraction? So when you took that word, it is, and turn it to it's, and you had that period with the tail, we worked on that together. So that's the same thing as an apostrophe. But this apostrophe, even though it looks the same, it has a different job. So its job is to show that Harriet actually owns something. She possesses something, that possessive word that we're talking about. So that's why I wanted you to notice it, because we're going to build on that in our learning today. I also wanted you to notice the word Harriet is capitalized at the beginning because it is a proper noun. She's a person, place, or thing. She's a person, but it's an actual person, a real life person. So we have to capitalize the beginning of that word to give her the respect that she deserves. I want you to think about that when we go to the next one. So this is the next slide that you're going to see. Oh, this is the next slide that you're going to see. I skipped too many. So this is the next slide you're going to see on your Nearpod, and it's going to be the drawing one. So you're basically going to take your pen tool and you're going to go from proper noun, draw a line, and point to a proper noun that you find. Okay. So I'm going to show you how to find a proper noun, a regular noun, and a verb, and then you're going to do it on your own. So make sure you're paying attention to how I find these. The first one is the proper noun. It's going to be capital at the beginning. But that's not the only rule, because sometimes at the beginning of sentences there are capital letters and it's not a proper noun. It may just be just some simple word. So to find a proper noun, you have to find a capital letter, but then you have to make sure that it is an actual noun. So it has to be a person, a place, or a thing. It has to have a capital letter at the beginning because it has to show you an actual person, an actual place, and an actual thing. So I see a capital H at the beginning in Harriet's. I see a capital U and a capital R. And that's really all that I see. So now let's check those words and see if they are proper nouns. So Harriet's, is that a person, place, or thing? It's a person. Is it an actual name of a person? Yes, Harriet Tubman. So that is a proper noun. So that's the one that I'm going to pick. I'm going to draw a line to the arrow. Now it is your job to find the other proper noun in here. So remember, look for those capital letters. Is it a person, place, or thing? And is it an actual name of a person, place, or thing? Is it special? Is it important? That's why those capital letters are there. So find that other proper noun in the next slide that you see. You're also going to find a noun. Nouns are a little bit easier because they're just persons, places, or things. There doesn't have to be a capital letter at the beginning. They don't have to be actual persons, places, or things. They're just a person, place, or thing. So the first one that I noticed whenever I was looking was the word slave. So it was a group of persons, so more than one people, but it was a person. Back in the day, it was treated really unfairly, but it's still a noun. So somewhere in this passage, you're going to find other words that are either persons, places, or things. Underline that and draw a line from that noun sunburst thingy. I don't know what this shape is to one of the nouns that are in there. Another example of a noun would be freedom. Freedom is a thing. That's something. It's a thing that you can have. Freedom is also an idea, but it's normally described as a thing that you can have. There's many other nouns in here, so try to find another one and draw an arrow from the word noun to it in the next slide. Draw it toward the next slide in the Nearpod. And the last one is verb. That is an action word, so it means it has to be doing something. So a lot of times I use the sentence, I can blank. And if you can fill that in and it sounds good, it's a noun. For example, I can run. If it makes sense in the sentence, which run does, then run's a noun. I can play. Play makes sense in a sentence, so play is a verb. So go through there and see if you can find ones that make sense in that sentence. I'm going to look at this one right here. Help. I can help. Does that make sense? Yes, it sure does. So help is an action word. So I'm going to draw an arrow from the word verb to help to show that it is a verb. So there is, I think, one other verb that it really makes sense with that sentence, I can blank. And I'll give you a hint, it's on the very bottom line. All right, so after this video, the next slide that you have, you're going to be identifying proper nouns, a noun, and a verb in this passage that Miss Acton didn't already. So good luck, and I will see you guys in just a second.